Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining me again for another episode of Floof and Feathers. For anyone who may just be joining us, my name's Perry, and I write and illustrate the Floof and Feathers webcomic series, which is inspired by our real life pets, our two dogs, Finnegan and Pippin, and our cockatoo, Olivia. Uh, this drawing video showing this comic coming to life is a little bit different from what I've done in most of my previous videos, and that is because it is now Inktober. For anyone who might not know about that, Inktober is this just kind of fun little, social drawing, not challenge, I wouldn't say, but it's a monthly drawing prompts, one for every day of the month during the month of October, hence Inktober. You can find them. There's a subreddit for Inktober. You can find them on Instagram, on social media. If you want to find the list of the daily drawing prompts and challenges there. So that's what I'm doing right now. I did this last year as well for Inktober. Instead of doing a regular uh, comic each week, instead taking those daily prompts and using them um, to make as many daily one panel Floof and Feathers comics as I can. I'm not going to be able to do one for every single day of the month. Um, that's just, that I wish I could. I'm not going to hold myself to that. If I'm able to, great. But I'm not going to promise that I'm going to have 31 individual unique uh, comics coming out this month. That's just a little bit much to try to promise right off the bat, but I will do my best. But that's kind of what this is. You're seeing the very first of the Inktober comics coming to life right now. I will be trying to, I'll be doing videos for each of these during the month as they come out as well. So you'll still get to see all that. It's going to be a month of a lot more content than you normally see. Normally, I put out one video a week, one comic a week, just trying to keep it consistent there. But during Inktober, it's going to ramp up a little bit. So keep your eyes open for that. Be sure to subscribe and hit notifications if you don't want to miss any of these videos as Inktober goes along. So the first Inktober prompt for this year is Gargoyle. So for that, you can see in the panel there, Pippin. That's our younger, smaller dog. He's perched at the end of the couch, kind of hunched over, very much in a gargoyle type pose. And the reason that I'm using that for this daily comic for the first one is because he does that a lot in his real everyday life. Like I said, if you haven't read the comic before, if you haven't seen any of these videos, if you're new, most of what I draw and write in these comic series is just very mild hyperbole based on things that our pets actually do. Like last week's, for example, with Olivia getting really picky about her specific food colors from day to day. Um, that's really not an exaggeration at all. That is very much something that she does in real life. But again, just taking that kind of very real inspiration and giving a little bit of an exaggerated twist and making these drawings based off of that. But that's what's going on here with Inktober now. So the first one, like I said, the prompt for day one is Gargoyle, and so that's the way that Pippin will just come up to the end of the couch and sit there and hunch over and perch and watch. He really does. He looks like a gargoyle when he does that, very much so. And I think part of the reason that he does that too is we have one of those L-shaped sectional couches in our living room, and the longer end of the couch that sticks out long ways looks out over our front window. So whenever he's able to, Pip likes to sit there and just keep an eye on things out of the window, watch people going for walks, watch other dogs, just keep an eye on the neighborhood. But he will sit there and he will perch on the end of the couch like a gargoyle. That being said, you know, in real life, he doesn't do it for very long. He is a beagle mix, so he is easily excitable. He has a lot of high energy. Um, so he's not always able to just sit still in one place for an extended period of time. The only time where he really does that reliably is when he's laying down to take a nap. When he does that, he just turns into a little concrete block and he will not move. But, during the day, even when he's doing his little gargoyle pose, he'll do that for a couple minutes at a time, and then something else will get his attention, and then boom, he's off. Uh, but again, that's sort of the inspiration for this little exaggerated comic is him doing his little gargoyle perch on the couch, and you can even see Finnegan here is he's drawn a kind of a curious pose, not really sure what's going on with his little brother, wanting to make sure that he's going to be okay. Like, hey, is Pippin going to be all right? He's been sitting like that for a while, which again, in reality, Pippin does not do. He does not sit still for long periods of time. I think actually right now he's over in the other room, causing mischief again. Who knows what he's up to? It's hard to tell sometimes, but they it keeps things fun and interesting. And I've said it before, and I'll say it again. Uh, the great thing about doing this kind of regular webcomic series about your pets is the fact that you will never, ever, ever run out of source material because they're always doing something goofy. They're always causing some kind of mischief. They're always getting up to shenanigans. So you'll always have something to write about. It's great. If you have animals and you want to get into doing some kind of online digital arts, some kind of series like that, I highly recommend using your pets as a source of inspiration. Because, like I said, you'll never run out of material if you use that angle. It's great. But so that's just kind of the inspiration behind this little one panel comic that you're seeing come to life here now. Like I said, I'll be doing this all through the month of October. I don't know that I'll be able to do all 31 days. I'm going to do my best, but again, I'm not going to try to commit myself to that. I'm not going to hold myself to that, but I will do as many days of Inktober as I can. So, like I said, definitely want to subscribe and get your notifications if you don't want to miss a video. If you want to see the full Inktober, not series, I would say the Inktober saga, we'll call it. If you want to make sure that you see all of those, because I will be posting these videos for each Inktober comic as they come out. So just something you might want to keep an eye out for. I think the next one, if I remember correctly, I think day two is Scuttle is the theme for that one. Um, and I'm actually double checking that right now while I think about that, 'cause that would be good to know. Scurry, I'm sorry, Scurry. That is day two prompt for Inktober is Scurry. So, all right. So I'm probably gonna draw something with Olivia doing her goofy little scuttle down the hallway. She's good at that. She likes to do what we call prison break. She actually has her own room in our house. We have a three-bedroom house, and one of them is just for the tiny little half-pound cockatoo. It's kind of ridiculous. Um, and she has this whole little like prison break uh, scheme that she does when she wants to get out of there. It's pretty funny. She'll bust out of her room and come just scuttling down the hall and just giggling maniacally, and it's adorable. But anyway, that's probably do something for that for day two. But anyway, you can see here now the final finished version of this very first Inktober drawing. Also, if you want to help support Floof and Feathers even more, we are on Patreon. I have links to that in the description below, along with links for my home website where you can read the full Floof and Feathers webcomic series. Also, links for my online art store, social media. If you want to give me a follow and just say hi and follow along for the ride, always appreciate it. So again, all of that is in the description below if you want to check out anything else that I do online. And again, be sure to like and subscribe if you want to see future Inktober videos as well as future Floof and Feathers comic videos as they are released. But with that being said, I appreciate everyone sticking around to watch this latest video in the saga, and hopefully I'll see everyone back here again tomorrow for more Inktober fun.